All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A video, answer segment type of video. In this one, I'm going to be focusing on just one question and answering or updating, giving my thoughts. This is from Daniel Higgins, and he asked me, he said, Trev, I love your videos, dude. Keep up the great work. Do you think comic book Rick will survive the entire Whispers story arc? So we're going to be talking about how long do we think, with specifics, Rick Grimes has left in The Walking Dead. Alright, great. So we'll also talk a little bit about the TV series here, and this is going to be a predictions video. We're going to be giving our thoughts, and this one you guys can write yours in the comments below on just how long you think Rick has to survive in The Walking Dead, because I feel like at this point we're starting to get a little bit closer after seeing issue 150, and Rick had sort of a close call. A lot of people thought he might be killed off in issue 150, and he wasn't, of course, as you would have expected. That's kind of what I felt, too. I didn't think it was going to happen. But it looks like Dan here wants to know, Trev, when do you think it's going to happen, or when do you think is the right time range if Kirkman is going to kill Rick off? You know, of course, Rick Grimes, the main character of The Walking Dead. When do you think it's going to happen, and how? So there are some people who think that he'll basically never be killed off and he'll be in the series permanently all the way through. I'm not in that, group. I don't think Rick is going to survive all the way through The Walking Dead. I do think that The Walking Dead will go on at some point without Rick, and he won't always be our lead character. I feel like we're seeing a lot of that coming to fruition now, where you have a lot more characters in the comic book storyline. You have a lot more focus on characters like Carl and Maggie, and kind of what's happened with her and her becoming a strong leader, as well as just a lot of different main characters that will even have issues, or can I even say trades, almost like trades, where Rick will be there, but he won't be the main focus anymore, so he won't be at the forefront. Also, his body in the comic book series is pretty tattered, when he gets attacked by two kind of random guys. Back in the day, if he was armed, that kind of deal. Now, he wasn't. He got jumped, basically. But and is it Morton? He's pretty big anyway. But I just feel like if Rick's body was in better shape, he would have been better able to handle that situation. And now, with kind of a bum leg, so to speak, and one hand, as the series has gone through, which in the TV series is different, of course, but he's not in as good a shape as he once was, and he's starting to look quite a bit older. So, issue 150. So, when do I think he's going to... So, the Whisperers story arc will probably go over another 50 issues. So, this will probably take us over issue 200, which to convert to the television series version would probably be into the early teens of season, somewhere like season 13 or 14, something like that. I'd have to convert it more specifically, but maybe even a little less than that, like, season 12, 13 without hardly any filler or add-in, season 14 or 15 with more add-in or more things they've created for the TV series. So that's when we're talking this time frame. So that's his question. Do I think he's going to survive that? I say yes. I don't really think that the Whisperers are going to be the ones to kill Rick. I think that Rick should survive that, and he won't be the big... I'm sure they'll have a big issue 200 death in a few years when they release issue 200. I'm sure there's going to be a huge character death in that one. But I don't think it would be Rick. I think it would be more like one of our other key survivors. You're looking at, like, you're not that they're still A-cast. You've got, like, Michonne in there, who's still around. You've got, of course, Andrea. You've got Carl. You've got Lydia, who now is one of our core, because she's with Carl, right? So she's like a C character, but she's still right in there. So one of our larger, characters. Of course, you got Maggie, you got all the people from the Hilltop in that as well, too. And we're going to meet a lot of new characters along the way. I'm sure a lot of characters are going to become elevated in terms of their status, just like Lydia, who, a bunch of issues ago, a few trades ago, didn't even exist. So do I think Rick is going to survive the Whisper story arc? I feel like yes, but I feel like we're slowly but surely starting to get to the point where we're looking at, Rick to be killed off at some point after issue 200. And who knows, too, how long the comic book series is going to last. Is it going to last to issue 300? That's double the length it's been released for now. That would be quite a while to see the series released, and I think they can get there, and, we may have to have some changes throughout. Kirkman, of course, still writing. I think he's probably a lock for another at least 50 to 100 issues. After that, we may have to revisit this question and start thinking about, if he's getting older, that kind of deal in like 10 years or something, issue 300 or something. Maybe then we'll start looking at that, and then maybe eventually what the idea is that I think is a great comment. I've heard a few people mention over the years, even as far back as 4 years ago, that eventually they think that Carl will take over as the lead for The Walking Dead, and I do agree with that. I think eventually Carl will become the lead for The Walking Dead. So I don't think Rick will be killed off in issue 200 or anything like that, 250, any of that type of time range. But it would make sense, I think, for around an issue 300 or something like that, when they really that's like another 5 or 10 years from now, maybe at that point, Rick will be the one to be killed off, and then we'll see Carl take over because he'll be more aged, Rick will be older, and maybe we'll have another time skip or two involved in there and a few more major battles. And I don't know if Rick has it in him to last that much longer. He's been through quite a bit already. So to convert that to TV series, that would be around somewhere between seasons 15 to 20. To see Rick killed off at that point. If we even get there, if we get there, the series could be canceled before then. You could deal with this kind of thing, and they could have to wrap it up sooner if the crew's not able to keep going for that long. Andrew Lincoln may not want to still be there for another 5 or 10 seasons. The dynamics are different between the comic book series and the TV series, but I do think eventually we will see The Walking Dead without Rick as our lead protagonist, and him kind of either fade into the background, so to speak, just show up once in a while, or be killed off at some point, but not yet. I think it's a little bit too early, but we're starting to get long-term, we're starting to get closer to that point, maybe in another, 100 to 150 issues from now. Probably like issue 300, I think, would be my prediction. So let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. Do you think that we'll ever see The Walking Dead without Rick? Do you think he'll ever be killed off in the series? Or do you think it'll be the type of thing where he's killed off when the original series ends, and then maybe after that they'll launch another, Walking Dead 2 or something to go after it? Let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. Wanted to answer that one in depth. Thought it was a good topic for today's, daily video for you guys. Hope you guys been liking the daily videos. Trying to keep on it, trying to keep releasing for you guys every single day, trying to do something Walking Dead related as well as other stuff too. We've been talking about 999 and, different shows. People have been requesting reviews for other shows and been doing as many as I can for you guys. So if you guys like the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, please share, please favorite. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And please, not just spam in the comments, actually write a comment, because a lot of people are starting to get annoyed that it's just garbage and people are not actually commenting on what we're talking about. So please do that. And if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. Not that I don't like the role play. That's fine. I got no problem with that. But please add some useful comments too and your ideas on the actual topic. That's it for this video for today. See you guys again tomorrow. So this is Trev. I'm saying peace.